standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And there's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat?
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one too low. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. But he breaks through another tackle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 50 at Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere. But that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second down at 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7 at the 21-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Play action. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the whip. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Kill, turn it up. Kill, turn it up. 50. Hey, 41's Mike. Do it up, night. Show it up. Hey, receiver.
Throwing, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Fights him off, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. but a drop under 50%. That just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They go play action. Cousins steps away. That is caught by Thielen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard.
Cousins again. And this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this time he is in. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 42-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Gay's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third and short yardage, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Cousins. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll run here with Akers. And just shedding him off there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Rams first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 38. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Here's Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It will be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Cook, a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stafford.
Jackson with a catch.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Now it's Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first and 10, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Rams. will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So that'll back them up 5. Now it's Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, the words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.